If you noticed the guy checked me out, would you tell me?
The uglier he was, the more likely I am to tell you.
Yeah, see? Fuck you.
Unless you
I have a
mean
question
it.
for you. Do
You know what I mean?
you ever give girls compliments if you're not interested in them?
No.
You don't drink, but you're drinking tonight.
I fucking hate that shit. They think they're real fucking clever saying, you're drinking tonight. No, I'm fucking not. Like... Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hits Podcast. My name is Oscar. This is my sister, Sophia. This is our podcast. It's called the Hits Podcast, HTS, no I. Today, we are doing hot takes.
Hot takes.
Sophia, I think Sophia is going to be giving most of the hot takes again, and I think I'm going to be just reacting. I only have one. I only have one that I came up with.
You only have one?
That I came up with. And then there's a couple other... No, well, there's another one that I saw right now because I was doing some research. But I've honestly felt that way for a long time. So, like, I hadn't thought of it, but that is something that I would have presented myself. So, two. I'll say two. And then I just have other shit that I would like to say.
I also have something that I would like to say, which I think was funny. Anyways, okay. How strong should we start the fucking episode, guys? You know what? I'll start off.
I kind of want to start with mine. The one that I said you might disagree with because you're a girl. But I think all the guys are going to agree with me.
Start it off. Start us off. What is your hot take,
I'm going to put it in the statement, and then I don't think it'll need to be explained, but I'll explain it anyways.
Tell us your hot take.
As a straight guy, and I bet even gay guys would agree with this. As a straight guy, if you are just a girl, if you're a girl that I don't know that well, like maybe we've met once or twice, maybe we're acquainted, but we're not like friends, right? And even if we are friends, I think this still applies. If you are not interested in me to like a real degree, don't fucking compliment me because I don't need that kind of like confusion in my life. You know what I mean? Like if you're a girl that I don't really know that well, maybe I've said hi once or twice to, don't fucking compliment me unless you really trying to get at me like that. You know what I mean? Whether romantically or this or that, whatever. I don't really care how. But if you're just complimenting for compliment's sake, go fuck yourself. Get out of here. I don't need that. Cause then I'm gonna be here. Cause here's the problem. The problem, it's all women's fault. Cause girls have such widely varying definitions of flirting that I don't want to fucking deal with it. Like some girls will compliment you and it's nothing more than a compliment. Why would you even consider that to be flirting? You fucking weirdo. You don't compliment people and they act like, right? And then some girls won't even compliment you because that's too blatantly flirting. You know what I mean? Like on the opposite end of the spectrum, some girls will compliment you because they are flirting and it's a little blatant. And then some girls, like, they give hints, which just is like, you know what I've heard is like a hint to hit on a girl? It's so fucking stupid.
What?
She's like, if you're like in a club and you just by chance happen to like cross paths with a girl, whether like you're going over here to this table or you're walking to the bathroom or whatever, and you walk right by her and you just see each other because you're both people existing in the same space, right?
Yeah.
If you see that girl again in that same sort of proximity, she's hitting on you.
No, don't follow that.
No, I've heard it be laid out like, you think it's an accident that you're like around her again? No, she like made her way to you and she's like putting herself in position for you to then go talk to and hit on and whatever. That type of shit where that girl really thinks she's like making a move by existing in the same space as you. That's the type of shit that we're dealing with where like that girl considers that to be flirting, hitting on a guy. Other girls consider complimenting to not be hitting on a guy. Blah, blah, blah. There's too much fucking variation. And too many girls think too many different things. My overarching opinion, don't fucking compliment me in any way. Don't tell me you like my hair. Don't tell me you like my shoes. Don't fucking compliment me if you're not like hitting on me. This is where I thought you were gonna like disagree with it.
Listen, I was gonna say, I think with what you were saying, where just being in the same proximity, like I definitely do think that there are girls that will do that, but there's gonna be more, or there should be, at least in my opinion, more than just being in the close proximity. Maybe a little bit of like eye contact across the room, like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, and stuff like that. And then I've also heard that in the no. And then, but like, the thing is with me, it's paired with more. In my head, I think it should be. I don't think it always
You're not
is with
just
like
there.
people.
You're also like maybe looking at him kind of often, or maybe
Yeah,
like
and then like
waving, or like this or that.
yeah, like Oscar. If you're at the club and a girl, you see a hot lady, right, and she thinks you're hot, and then you like pass each other, and it's
How do
like
I know
eyeball
that?
eyeball, tension so thick you can cut it with a knife. You know what I mean? And then like you go off to your separate tables, and she continues to like glance at you and like you guys make eye contact several times throughout the night and she smiles at you, you're stupid if you
Okay,
don't think she's
but okay,
interested
yeah,
in you.
but that shit don't happen. So, anyways, or not to me. Or I don't
Uh,
go to clubs, so I don't know.
uh.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I've also heard, I've also been told that I'm really bad at picking up when people are hitting
you
on me, which
are.
is, I think that's why I have this strong of an opinion of like,
I think
you
that
gotta,
is
like,
you're
you
traumatized.
have to be like blatant and
Interested.
like mean it,
Ah,
or
I
leave me
don't
alone.
know.
You know what I mean?
Do you? Okay,
Here's the
I
thing. The
need
only
more
reason I
info. No,
believe
no,
it,
no, 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 no.
real
I
quick,
have.
because you're one of the people that
Ah,
convinced me. My dad used to say that when we would like go to the store, go here, there, like anytime we're out in public, that there was always some girl, not always, but often, whether it was like the cashier or the this or the that, like some girl kind of checking me out. And he was like, and this dumb motherfucker has no fucking idea. He's completely like oblivious or whatever.
ooh,
And I didn't believe him because I kind of believe, I don't believe this, but you know how some guys think every girl is hitting on them all the time?
yeah.
I kind
You're
of
the
felt,
opposite.
I think our
He
dad
was
is a
like
little
that
more in
for
that
you.
direction than I am. Yeah, like he
Yeah,
wants me to be that guy.
yeah.
And I don't want to be that guy. That's what I
I can
thought.
see that. Yeah.
That's what I thought, which is why I kind of like would dismiss it like, yeah, sure, this fucking guy. But then Sophia one day was like, yeah, he does, the fucking idiot. Blah, 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 blah. And she
He
like
does.
started ripping me a new one. And I don't fucking get it. But
You look.
anyways.
I think the Oscar might like. I think I agree with you. Like he does take a little. Nah.
I think he
But there's
overestimates, but
definitely yeah.
I
But
might be
there's
wrong.
definitely been times where like I'll be like walking, like we would go to the grocery store or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, that chick's for sure checking Oscar out, and like I'll
What
look at
I
him
don't
and he's like,
understand is why you guys never
like
fucking tell me anything. Like if you see some chick checking me
okay.
out, why would you not be like, yo, that chick is checking you out big time? Like why would you
If I
not wait?
say
Because you've
that,
never
would
done
you
that.
do
You've never.
anything?
I would think about it, or at least like know that chick's checking me out.
He's such a
Like I
fucking
could at,
pussy. He wouldn't
I
say
could at
anything.
least
Because
hold
he
on.
said it before.
No.
He
Because
wouldn't. No, 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 no. He
wait.
wouldn't flirt
What
with
if she's
anyone
ugly?
in front of me.
What if she's ugly?
Yeah, and maybe that's why I didn't tell you.
No, you don't get to decide that. That's the other thing that my sisters have done. There's been several occasions where they like, what's the word? Kind of like cock block, basically. Yeah, basically. Like I've had Sophia tell me like, oh yeah, this person used to have a big crush on you, or like that friend of mine used to have a crush on you. And I was like, why are you telling me this?
Crush on you.
Whatever it was. And I'm like, why are you telling me this now?
That
And
I
then
know
Sophia
of.
was like, oh, because she's this, and that. And I'm like, motherfucker, I can decide for myself. What the fuck? So exactly, that shit right there, she never tells me. And it's that type of shit, like, at least tell me so I can look at her and be like,
Okay,
no
okay.
thanks.
Let
Or
me
be like,
let me ask
okay,
you this then.
let's do it.
Let me ask you this then. Have you
What?
noticed guys checking me out before?
No,
I know you have. I'm a
Motherfucker, I
sexy
can't even,
bitch.
I don't
Okay?
even notice,
Fucking-
girls checking me out. How the fuck am I gonna be
Would
looking
you?
around
Okay,
for guys
okay.
checking you out?
okay. If you noticed a guy check me out, would you tell me? That dude just totally checked you out. He looked at your tit. Well, you didn't say it like that, but like he checked you out. Would you tell me?
Depends. The uglier he was, the more likely I am to tell you.
Yeah. See, fuck you.
Because it'd be hilarious. Because I'd be like, damn, that motherfucker. No, but I genuinely, I've never noticed. Like, I can't
You
think
really
of a single
are
occasion.
blind.
I can't think of a single occasion
A
where like a
single
guy
one?
was very clearly
Damn.
like walking by and this and that, and I was like. But I'm also here's the thing. I'm also a guy, so I kind of assume most guys out in public check you out at least like a little bit if we're walking by, because like I know guys, you know what I mean?
That's a thing. Kind of crazy.
It check you out in the sense of
Crazy
just
work.
like no, it check you out in the sense of like look and then determine for themselves. Notice, determine for themselves whether or not they want to keep looking. You know what I mean? More in that sense of like, who's that? Okay.
Anyways,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Back to your whole don't give me a compliment. Back to the original, the OG. your whole don't give me a compliment unless you're into me in some kind of way.
Unless you
I
like
have a
mean it.
question for you.
You know
Do
what I mean?
you ever give girls compliments if you're not interested in them?
No. Fuck that
Okay.
bitch.
I
No, it depends. It depends. Just a
what's it
regular
called?
girl, whatever. Like there was some girl. There was some girl. Fuck, I don't want to say this because if she sees it, she'll know who she is. But
Say it.
I
I hope
seriously
she
doubt.
sees it.
I seriously doubt she'll ever see this.
He's into you. He wants your number. Call him.
She
Anyways,
doesn't have
keep
my
going.
number. Anyways,
His number. Just kidding. I should just say a number.
no,
You should bleep it out.
like there was this. Here's the thing. This is where it kind of gets a little fuzzy.
Fuzzy wuzzy.
There was a girl at the gym the other day, and we were all chilling by the front. And it was actually hilarious. It was a funny story. We were all chilling by the front, and she walked. It was like me and like 3-4 other guys, right, by the front desk. And she walks by, and she's like, she knows people. Like I've seen her just making casual conversation with whoever, or people say hi, like people know who she is, whatever. Because she has like a following and shit. And she comes by and she was like, "Yo, do any of you want pre-workout?" And we were all like, "Nah, like we're good." And she was like, "Oh yeah, because like I used to be sponsored by this supplement company, so they sent me like a shitload of their pre-workouts like for free, and I have a bunch of them in my trunk, and I kind of don't like." I just don't need that much.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we thought you were just gonna start giving scoops out in people's mouths like fucking shots at the fucking club and shit. You know what I mean? Like just who wants, you know what I mean? Anyways, so then that was the general conversation. Whatever. They went, she gave like 3 or 4 of them out to whoever. We were just kind of making conversation, blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
At one point, we were there and I was like, she was saying whatever the fuck about this or that. I don't really care to mention it. And then at some point, I like snuck it in and I was like, "Oh, I like your shirt, by the way." And she was like, "Thanks." And I was like, "You're welcome." I would say yes. You know, I'm not gonna like, it's that type of shit where like, in that
You're
moment,
not gonna be like, you have a fat ass.
I'm not gonna do that. And I wasn't necessarily really pushing it along to like, make more conversation and isolate the 2 of us in the conversation and try and get her number. But I'm not saying I like your shirt if I would say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you like her shirt?
It was political and I don't disagree with it, but I'm not political enough to where like I would never wear that shirt. But just because I'm not that politically like, yeah, blatant. Like, but like I'm fine, you know?
Yeah. Oscar, I think you are the reason guys are compliment deprived. Because you know that thing
I'm
where
the
like
reason?
it's like, yeah.
Or
Guys
I'm
like
a good
you
example.
are the reason.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Guys like you are the reason. Cause fucking okay, wait, no, okay. You know that whole thing where it's like, guys never get compliments. Like if you ask them, they'll remember every compliment they've ever had from a girl. Like nim nim nim. You've heard that, right? Yeah, right. And so I'm like, oh, that sucks. And like now I'm gonna stop doing it because I'm like, I wonder if all guys feel like you. Where like sometimes like if I like saw a guy who had a cool shirt and I thought it was a cool shirt, I'm like, hey, your shirt's dope. Like it's cool.
Even if you're like, not at all interested in the guy?
It was a cool shirt.
Bitch. Don't do that shit.
Apparently. And don't get me wrong, there's like if I feel like for me personally, and I don't think this is every girl, but for me personally, if I compliment you on your clothing, specifically like I like that like band or I like that show, I like your shirt, it's cool. I think
that's
I like
never
that band
really like
show,
that much. Yeah, it's
shirt,
never like
cool.
that. If you compliment like them,
I like the way you wear that outfit, I'm flirting, you know?
Damn, what the fuck?
Or if I say something like,
that's so much.
Nice smile.
That's so much and nothing at the same time. Anyways, but then that's the thing.
Like, you have a nice smile. That's more like if it's a physical feature that I'm complimenting.
If it, yeah, like I like your hair or this or that or whatever. Well,
yeah,
that's the problem. But, that's the problem. See, that's where I'm going back to the original point of girls are confusing. Because I've heard a lot of girls say, if you're going to compliment a girl, don't compliment her physical, like natural features. compliment something that was in her control, like the outfit she chose to wear, right? Which is a compliment to her taste and a compliment to her style, not a compliment to the face that she was just born with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that type of shit where you're doing the complete opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
Also, I was going to say, no. I agree with that statement with complimenting girls. But, like, girls and guys are different, Oscar. Like, we've clearly know, like, you know what I mean? Whatever. But anyways, my point is, men like you are the reason why guys don't get compliments, because now I'm going to stop being nice and giving out nice compliments.
Oh, I mean, you can do it. Like, here's the thing.
I'm going to be like, every guy I think has a cool shirt is going to think I want to fuck them. Like,
no, I don't think. Well, if they're dumb, but like, well, because here's the thing with me. If you compliment me, I don't automatically think you're interested in me, and I think I maybe should. Or I think
it just makes you confused.
Yeah. Just like, if you compliment me, if you compliment me, I'm just like,
do you want to fuck me?
Does she want me to? Yeah, like does she? I'm like, do you want me to keep talking to you, or am I gonna be yet another guy like that hits on you after you give me a simple, innocent compliment? You know what I mean? Like, so my opinion is, don't fucking compliment me if you're not interested in me. You know, I don't need the compliment. Okay, I have guy friends. If they're
what's it called? Okay, but yeah. So, ladies, stop complimenting guys unless you think that they are cute, because then they'll get the wrong idea. Apparently,
be about it. Be about it. That's the message.
And if you're gonna use a compliment, I think you should use the one I said. I think that was so funny. You know, imagine.
I don't even remember what you said, but like, I don't want to hear it again from your mouth. You know what I
mean? You're like, that's how you know it was good, when your siblings are like, ugh. I didn't know you had game like that. Riz, ugh.
Anyways.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ready for my hot take? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Okay.
We've done 25 minutes on it.
Of one. Yeah. Okay. I think my hot take, crumble cookie ain't shit.
Oh, I agree so much.
Do you?
Crumble cookie sucks, bro.
It's like, I feel like crumble cookie is a fucking middle schooler's wet dream of sweets. You know what I mean? Yep, like, it's like, unless you're like, just like fucking, I don't know, like, or crumble, like you have to have like a real big sweet tooth. But like, even then, I feel like it's just, there's a difference between like sugar and like desserts, and I feel like crumbles and flavor. Yeah, I feel like
crumble has no depth of flavor, and I
feel like they all take the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's the simple way to put it, but I'm explaining what that means. They all taste the same. What that means is none of them have like real layers and depth to the flavor, whether it's like sweet mixed with this, mixed with that, mixed with this. They're all just mostly sweet with maybe like lemon versus blueberry versus this, but even then those flavors aren't too intense. And they're all the same level of intensity of sweetness, no matter which cookie it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The only time they had a cookie that didn't taste like that was when they did the fucking Kardashian thing.
Yeah, when they gave you a fucking brick. Anyways, that bullshit gluten-free, everything free fucking block of dirt. Anyways.
That was the only time that it
exactly.
Not
crumble. All of them have the same intensity of sweetness. All of them have the same like depth of flavor. They have slightly varying flavors. I think it's mostly like scented between like chocolate versus lemon versus this versus that. But like overall, whack.
Yeah.
There's actually a place there's a place that I've heard of here in LA called like Last Crumb, and it's supposed to be like the same sort of thing, like a box of cookies. But I've heard that it's like, it's for real the fucking shit.
It's what crumble tried to be.
It's like crumble thinks it is, you know? But I think it's still like a local, very small, like made to order kind of thing. And it looks like it's expensive because the box is like pretty fancy and they're all like individually wrapped and shit. Like some shit you get for a party, you know? But anyways.
Yeah.
One day.
We'll get some when I go eventually.
Ooh, Sophia's buying. Just kidding.
Okay, so that was my thing. Along with the cookie thing, or like desserts ain't shit, whatever, I think the Walmart sugar cookie ones, where it's like not a hard cookie, it's a little soft one with
vanilla white thing with the little stuff on top, the little
Yeah, like the cream or whatever.
Yeah.
The frosting, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like those. I
Oh,
think they taste like plastic. Like sugary plastic
I
and not
fuck
in a
with
good
those.
way.
I fuck with those in like a they're bad but good. You know what I mean? Like they're
Oh,
not like
okay.
delicacies, but they're just enjoyable, you know?
I
Kind of.
think I think they're just bad, and like every time I try them, I'm just disappointed because I'm like maybe because everyone likes them, and I'm like, what am I missing? Maybe I'll get it this time, and then I try it, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is still not shit. Like this is still why'd I put that in my mouth? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways,
Um
okay, cool. I'm glad I wasn't sure how you would feel with the crumble. I should have known. You're like
crumble
a
ain't shit.
grandpa. You like sweet stuff even less than I do. You
Not
know what I mean? So if like the reasons why I didn't like crumble, like
well, here's the thing.
I should have known.
I'm not super big on sweets, but I am super big on food. And good
He's a
food
foodie.
at that. You know what I mean? I'm not. But
Yeah.
like good food at that with like the fucking like I said, no depth of flavor. There's no like real varying contrasting flavor. You know what I mean? Like if you have
Yeah.
like a fucking blueberry crunchy this that whatever the fuck, there's supposed to be like a real sweetness from the blueberries, and there's supposed to be like a real kind of bitterness, not bitterness, but just not sweet from like the graham cracker aspect of the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Like it's just supposed to be
Or like
contrasting
there's
that way.
supposed to
Or not
be
contrasting, but like
yes, there's supposed to be varying degrees of sweetness, of bitterness,
yeah.
of savoriness, of there's supposed to be like a bit of like a butteriness to the graham cracker because that's what you fucking mix it with to get it all fucking compact. You know what I mean? Like
He's a
savoriness.
connoisseur.
There's supposed to be like some cookies are soft, some cookies are a little harder and crunchier, and they serve as the crunchy element that complements the fucking creaminess of the lemon, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like they're all the same. They're
The
all the
lemon,
same.
whatever the fuck.
That's the problem with crumble. Here's the thing. Me and Josh and Coco like all arrived at that conclusion like 2 years ago. Or
Oh,
like
you just kept
because
me out of
that
the conversation? Cool.
well,
Cool.
you were never there. You never go to the house
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Cool,
Um,
cool.
so they would get crumble, and then Josh was like, I don't really fuck with crumble. He's like, I'm not big on crumble. And then Brianna was like, they all taste the same. And I was like, and we had some, and we're like, yeah, they do. Which is why, like in Phoenix, we would go to Insomnia Cookie, or like in El Paso, Josh preferred to go to Insomnia
Oh.
Cookie, which
Yeah.
is another type of place, and that place is better.
I've never been there, but I do
Yes, you
remember
have.
that they would get it a lot. Oh, I
You've
don't
been there.
remember being there, but I do
I think
remember
you've
they
been
would get it
there.
a lot.
I think you've been there with us in El Paso. No, Jack was with us that one time. I don't think you were there, but I think you've been there for sure when we were in Phoenix. Remember when we were in the car and we went to like the mall and we were listening to the new Billie Eilish album and it was just me, you, and Josh?
Oh, and then it was like by Starbucks. Okay,
That
yeah.
was
Oh,
Insomnia
yeah, yeah,
Cookie.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I have been there. It was good. Anyways,
Anyways.
okay.
What was the other
My
thing you were
next-
talking about? Hold on, because I have
the
more to say
sugar
on that.
cookie.
The sugar cookies? Yeah. Oh, well, I have my second hot take is very closely related to this general topic, so I think we should do mine now.
What is it? What is it?
Pop-Tarts are trash, bro.
Oh, yeah, I concur. I used to
Okay,
really like
on to
them,
the next
but
one.
like,
No,
yeah, on to
well,
the next one.
No. Real quick. I think it's so depressing to me when the staples of your childhood don't continue to like live up to their like nostalgia in your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as an adult, if you go eat a Pop-Tart and that shit's fucking ass and it
That's
like
sad.
it's
Yeah.
so shit. You know what I mean? It's so
Yeah.
disappointing because in your mind you still have this like nostalgic
It's
fucking
gonna be
like
so,
oh, Pop-Tarts were the
Pop-Tarts.
fucking shit.
Shit.
And you fucking heat
Yeah.
them up and this and that.
I
And then you
always
do
got
it.
the strawberry one.
And then you just destroy that beautiful core memory. And
Memory.
it's like, and it's the same thing with like pizza rolls. They're so ass, bro. They're so ass. It's fucking crazy how bad they are.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they could be better. They could be better. What's it called? No, but back to the Pop-Tarts thing. To be fair, here, if this helps you sleep at night, you know, they don't make them the same either. Like, if you remember when like they used to actually put like the frosting like to the edges, and like now I feel like it's like no. Well, I
No.
remember it like that.
Oh, because I used to peel the crust, the parts without the frosting.
Oh, you would have never. Oh, so you were like you remembered how much.
No, yeah.
Fucking-
Well, here's
that's
the other
funny.
funny thing, or here's the other thing I was gonna mention. Do you remember toaster strudels?
I do. I don't remember ever eating one, but I know it's a thing.
You knew they were a thing. I
Yeah.
didn't realize this. I remember toaster strudels and I remember having them and I remember loving them. But in
Yeah.
my head, I kind of remembered it as like those were like ideally toaster strudels were where it's at, but we have Pop Tarts. But then we've talked about it before with Big O, and he was like, I was saying the same thing of like, yeah, Pop Tarts are trash. Like I've tried them recently, like one time, like 2 years ago, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
they're fucking whack. And I'm like, it's weird, like
Dog
how you,
shit.
it's weird how you could like love something so much when you're a kid and it's just sweet and this and that, and then like now you grow up and you realize it,
It ain't
you now
shit.
see it for what it is. You know what I mean? And he was like, you've
Mm-hmm.
never liked Pop Tarts, and I was like, yes, I have. What do you mean? And he was like, no, you never wanted fucking Pop Tarts when we would go to the store. Your fucking fancy schmancy ass always wanted toaster strudels. And I was like,
That's
oh, for
funny.
real? And apparently, I'm remembering incorrectly. I was like bougie and like Pop Tarts were like beneath me. And I was like, I don't want that shitty ass shit. I want toaster fucking strudels. And Big O was always like, he kind of understood that Pop Tarts were like the shit among the kids. And so he was kind of like, oh, you want to get some Pop Tarts? Or like, yeah, like Pop Tarts make sense. Like, let's get some of those so you can eat them.
Kids
And
your
then,
age like those?
yeah, type shit, right? And I was like, fuck
Fuck
those
that
Pop Tarts.
bullshit.
That shit is ass. Let's
That's
get these fucking
funny.
toaster strudels that come with half as many and cost twice as much. And Big O was like,
And taste twice as better.
yeah. And Big O was like, you don't just want Pop Tarts? And that, well, because here's the thing. I was kind of like, I don't know how else to say this, a spoiled brat, kind of, in the sense of just like, where I was like, no, I don't want that shit. Like, I want this. Like very demanding, if you will. Right?
He never grew out of it.
Yeah, I did, you fucking liar. And so then
No,
it was
he's
that type
always
of
been
shit.
bougie though. He's always had bougie tastes. Like,
Well, in
always,
that sense,
always.
I've long been accused. Anyways, but at the
There's
same
nothing
time,
wrong with being bougie. You have
I know-
standards. That's
motherfucker,
okay.
I love myself. I know.
Then why are you saying I've been accused?
Because I have
Sounds
long been
kinda-
accused of being bougie. I've never viewed
You've been-
myself as bougie, but anyways, or like high maintenance. Especially
didn't
with
say high
shit like
maintenance,
the
I
whole
said
shit we were talking about the hot dogs last time, where like I can eat
yeah.
a hot dog without needing it to be more. That's where we disagree. Where I'm like, you motherfuckers are bougie. Nothing's good enough for you guys.
Why are you,
know what I mean?
lumping me in?
'Cause you
I
don't
like
agree with
hot
me.
dogs. I
Yeah,
never
but
said
you don't
I
agree
didn't.
with me.
I didn't say I didn't.
Well, you
agree with
didn't
though.
say, yeah, fuck all that bullshit with the hot dogs. So, anyways, my point is,
feelings were hurt.
I was bougie apparently, and my dad was like, yeah, no, you never fucked with Pop Tarts. Like, you never wanted that shit. You were always
So
fucking
funny.
toaster strudel, then the shit was fucking
Give me
expensive.
the toaster strudel.
And I was like, I do remember eating toaster strudels, and I remember toaster strudels being the fucking
The
shit.
shit.
And but anyways,
Oh, that's funny.
but my point, my hot take is, all of the beloved foods of our childhood, they're not that good. Don't eat them for nostalgia's sake. You're just gonna ruin the memory for you. Just like, just let it live in your heart.
If
in
you
that way.
haven't had it since you were a child, don't have it.
Don't have it. Don't
Again.
have it.
Just let it stay in there.
Just think of it fondly, and that
And
needs
let
to
it
be
be
enough.
that.
You know? Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's a good hot take. What's it called? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see which one. I know you'll agree with that one. I don't know if you'll agree with that one. We'll go with this one. I don't know what your take on this is gonna
How
be.
many do you fucking have? Well, hold on. Let's do the one I agree with real quick, so we can just get it out of the way.
No, it's not. I don't think it'll be a quick one.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
That's so funny that you think I'll agree, but you still know we'll have a lot to say. Like.
Anyways, okay. I think, okay. So you know how there's like this thing, like it's like, oh, like I'm a bad texter. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm a bad texter.
Yeah.
I think there is a thing as such a thing as being a bad texter. However, I think most of the people who say, oh, I'm a bad texter are using being a bad texter as an excuse
As a scapegoat.
to not respond. Because being a bad texter is like, I feel like one of our cousins, they're kind of really dry. You know what I mean? When they text. Well, no, they also don't respond a lot. But let's say they did respond like fairly like quickly, but they're just kind of dry and it's like hard to come across as like, okay, what did you mean? Like, by this.
How did
like,
you feel?
How
Or
did
like,
you
I
feel?
don't get what.
I
How are you
feel
saying that?
like that's a bad texter, but they're responding within a reasonable manner. You know what I mean? They're not like they're not taking a couple like fucking days to respond to a fucking text or whatever, and then being like, oh, haha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like most people. I think people need to stop saying I'm a bad texter and start saying I don't respond. That's my hot take.
Well, my hot take is there's no such thing as a bad texter. You just don't want to talk to the person that you're not responding to.
Ooh.
Because like, not to go to the extremes here, but
Extremes!
let's say there's just a person, not anybody we know specifically, or like your friend, right? Your friend who claims to be a bad texter.
Yes.
I don't know how to say this because I wouldn't
Just say
normally
it.
take it in this. If she's getting a booty call through text and she's happy about it, is she gonna fucking respond?
Mm-hmm.
Is she
Well,
gonna
that's
be
what
a
I'm
bad
saying.
texter then?
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck,
That's why
no,
I'm
she's
saying
not. You know what I mean?
people. Yes, yes, that's why I'm saying people are saying like they're a bad texter, but they're just using it as an excuse to like
Yeah, there's
not respond.
so
But
what you're
I
saying is that
think
there are no bad texters.
no. I think people need to stop saying they're bad texters for that and start saying
Well,
that they just don't
I'm
want to
saying
respond.
there are no
I
bad
think
texters.
no, I think there are bad texters because there has to be. If there's people who are awkward in real life, you think they're gonna all of a sudden not be awkward through text message? No.
Well, I hold on.
That's why
I
I'm saying,
consider
like, I
bad
think
texters. For me, the definition of bad texters means I can't rely on you to respond if I contact you through a text message. Not
okay.
the level of communication in the text
Communication.
message.
Okay.
If you're responding in a timely
Let's
manner, you're
rewrite.
not a bad texter.
Let's rewrite my hot take. Let me rewrite my hot take. I think people need to redefine what being a bad texter is.
Okay.
Okay. I think people should stop saying I'm a bad texter when they just don't respond. Just be like, I just don't respond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
say it as it is.
Yeah. Because then people have all sorts of stupid excuses of like, oh, it's because I have 300 unread messages. And then if you text me, I don't even notice that there's a fucking thing.
Because
And
then
I'm like,
that's just
why the fuck do you have
301.
300 unread messages?
I don't get
First
that.
of
That's
all,
actually
who knows that many
insane.
people? Who has that many numbers in their fucking? Oh, it's not by the numbers; it's by the number of messages in the thread. Anyways, first of all, fucking read them first. Second, if you're not gonna read them, like if you're just not gonna read them and you're gonna leave them unread, fucking delete them. How fucking hard is it to just delete the thread? Like you're clearly not responding.
I don't get it.
I don't understand that shit. But anyways,
yeah.
So that to me is not a good excuse. Second, I know depending on what it is and who it is that's texting you, you're gonna fucking respond. So don't give me this bullshit about I'm not a good texter. Fuck you. You just didn't want to respond, motherfucker. Like
exactly.
And you know what? Fine.
I concur.
But own it, you know?
But fucking say it like it is.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, that's my hot take.
I think we agree.
I think we agree too. Yeah. What's it called? Okay. Now let's do this. Okay, the one that I know for sure that we'll agree on. Or if we don't, I'm gonna be really, 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 really surprised. I was just waiting for you to look back, but it took you forever. Anyways, what's it called? Okay. I think people need to stop asking you why you don't drink. That shit is so fucking annoying. Me and Oscar don't partake in the alcohol. Okay, we don't drink. And I feel like every time, like whenever I go out with like friends, and like
it's such a fucking
say
chore
some guy,
to, like...
say some guy comes up and he's like, "Let me buy you a drink," and I'm like, "Oh no, thank you, I don't drink." They're like, "You don't drink? Why don't you drink?" Or if like you're just like going out with a new set of friends,
this whole fucking thing,
and it's this whole fucking thing, and I'm like, "Bitch, why can't I don't drink?" Why does it have to be this whole thing?
Can that just be the end of the conversation?
Can that just be the end of it? Because like then it's so annoying because then they're like looking at you like, oh my god, did you have like a bad experience with it? And like, let's say I did.
Exactly.
Why the fuck would I want to be telling you about my bad experience with alcohol in this middle of the fucking club? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, why? What makes you think? It's so annoying. Cause if you tell someone like I don't smoke, they're not gonna be like,
they're just like, okay.
They're just gonna be like, okay.
Yeah.
Or if like I don't snort, they're not gonna be like, what? You don't snort. They'll just be like, okay, you know?
I think we might have to bleep that, but anyways,
we'll bleep it's okay, we'll bleep the word. But you know what I mean? So I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Is
no,
it?
yeah,
Why is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
annoying. I'm like,
There's a
dude,
comedian.
like,
There's a comedian that has a bit about it where he's like, when you tell people you don't drink, they always want to know why. You're just like, oh, I don't drink. They're like, why? And they're
none of
like,
your fucking business.
and it's like, it's weird. This doesn't happen with anything else. Like if you tell someone like, oh, I don't eat mayonnaise, they're never like, why? They're always like,
Yeah.
do you have a problem? Are you addicted to mayonnaise?
Are you
You know what I
addicted to
mean? Like
mayonnaise?
nobody
Yeah,
ever makes it
like-
that big of a deal with anything else, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have very strong feelings about this, which
So
is why
annoying.
this whole thing about like I don't drink, the fact that I don't drink is never the end of the conversation. I'd like have a lot of resentment for that.
Yeah. It's so fucking
And
annoying.
within that, I don't have that much resentment because I don't often like I don't give any energy to that part of myself, right? If you will. So I don't the total amount of resentment isn't that much, like it doesn't like plague me. But within that, I resent it a lot. Cause it's like, which is why I refuse to tell people why I don't drink. Like if they say, hey, you want to drink? I'll be like, nah, I don't drink. And then if they're like, why? I'm like, cuz. And if that's not the fucking end of the conversation, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
Usually whenever people ask me like why, I'm like, just not my thing. And like
Well,
like you said, like
and
that's
maybe I'll
just, like,
say I don't want to, right? But
Yeah.
then if they say why again, I'm definitely saying cuz. But generally speaking, I want to just like I don't drink. Why? Cuz. To kind of like I want to be confrontational about it because it's like, motherfucker, you need to realize
it's
that
so
you're the
annoying.
fucking one. You
You're
need
the
to realize
problem.
that you're the
You're
fucking
the
one
problem.
making
and
it
if
a
you
big
are
deal.
asking people why, I hope you know that you're the problem. Speaking
You're the
to you
one that's
directly.
making it a big deal. You offered me a drink.
Ugh.
I didn't fucking want one. That could so easily be the end of it. And you're the one that's digging deeper and fucking digging for more. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're the
No,
one
yeah,
that's
it's annoying.
escalating it into something more of like, why not? We're trying to have a good time. Come on, just have fun. Come on, relax. Cuz, motherfucker, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
And to double down, we're gonna fucking double down on this shit. You've already expressed that you don't drink. And then there's always that one fucking, and I'll say, typically in my experience, it's that one drunk girl. It's happened with guys occasionally, but it's more typically with like drunk, fucking wasted girls. They're like, shots for everyone. Shot here. You take a shot. No, you don't drink, but you're drinking tonight.
I fucking hate that shit.
I fucking hate that.
hate that shit.
I'm like, bitch,
I hate that fucking.
this is about to go
Yo,
in
do
your
you
fucking
wanna,
tree.
I hate, do you want to drink? And I say, no, I don't drink. And they think they're real fucking clever saying, you're drinking
gonna drink
tonight. No, I'm fucking not. Like,
it's so annoying.
you stupid fuck.
Because I'm not there being like, you want some water? No. Why don't you?
You're having water
You don't
tonight.
drink water.
Like-
You're having water tonight. You know what I mean? Like, it's annoying.
Nobody asks you why you don't drink water.
Did you
Nobody
like my?
asks you.
Did
What?
you like my drunk girl wasted
No.
impression? Was it? But like in a way, like
No.
it's like oh,
No.
I thought I did good. I thought it was pretty accurate.
I didn't think so, but maybe, I don't know. I haven't
Give
been
me
around
your
that many
give me
drunk
your
girls.
drunk girl.
I haven't been around that
impression.
many drunk 23-year-old girls. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
think about it. So, what? Fuck, you said something right now that I thought of that I was gonna say. Oh, you know what I fucking hate? And I think this shit is so fucking disrespectful. But like, it's kind of hard because like they're drunk. I don't like when people I know who know I don't drink continuously offer me a drink.
A drink. Yes. Yes.
That used to happen with this one cousin, and I'm sure you can figure out who it is right away.
I'm sure I can, yeah.
Every time I was hanging out with him and he was drunk, there was one point throughout the night where he would do this.
Every time.
He'd have his fucking drink and he would do that. And then just like laugh to himself like, I knew you weren't going to. And then I want to
like,
smack that fucking drink out of his hand so bad. But the problem is he's fucking drunk. So he's not even going to understand what I'm doing and why. And then the next day, if he's not even going to remember
Not even going to remember.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? We're going to triple down on this fucking shit. Another hot take. I think we need to start holding more people accountable for their actions when they're drunk. I think being drunk should stop being an excuse. I would never do that when I'm sober. Okay,
but
who chose to get drunk?
Yeah.
Who chose to get that fucking wasted? Who chose to not stop drinking? Who chose to do that even though you know you get all fucked up and annoying when you're like that? Who chose it? You did. Anyways.
Sophia's got it. Sophia's got it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So.
See, this is why this is the one where I was like, this was the only one
There's
going
there's
into this.
no
I was like, I
fucking way
know you're gonna agree with that. This is gonna be it wasn't gonna be like the Pop Tart where it was like, yep, good go. Like,
yeah.
Which even that didn't end up being quick, but yeah. Okay, I have one more.
Go ahead. I don't have any more. I have other things that I'd like to say, but they're not hot takes.
Yeah. Okay. I think if you insist on reverse parking into spaces every single
I hate reverse
time,
parkers. Go ahead.
And look down on other people who don't, and like feel like, yeah, I'm better.
If you think you're superior because you back up into spaces every time,
you're so pretentious.
You're fucking stupid.
You're like, it's just parking. Now, if you were gonna be like, if you parallel park everywhere and you're like, oh yeah, I'm better than
the
all
shit.
these bitches.
Okay,
yeah, I can't.
You might be.
Park. Like,
bit,
you
right?
might be. Honestly, can't even get mad at you on that.
I'm not fighting you.
Reverse parking?
Go fuck yourself. That shit's so fucking stupid to me. It's like, and it's, who have I had this argument with? I've had it with mom. Mom's a reverse parker. It's so stupid to me. Love you, Mom. Because people park in reverse. And then when there's such a reverse parker to the point where they'll say something if they witness you not parking in reverse, oh my God, I can't stand you. Because it's always the same stupid shit. It's like, why do you park in reverse every time? And then you know what they say? It's easier. And I say, parking in reverse is not easier than parking straight, right? And then they say, it's easier to leave. And I'm like, leaving isn't difficult. And then they say, but it saves you time. And it's like, what fucking time? What is it saving you? 3 seconds? Wow, that's really making a difference in your commute to the work, to the store, to this, to that. If 3 fucking seconds, or if 10 seconds is making the difference between you being late and being on time, you have other fucking problems. You know what I mean?
But the thing is,
But then it takes more time to park backwards.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you're using the same time. Like,
it's just switched from when you go in versus when you leave. And also, I feel like reverse parking, at least in the parking, like in the parking lot, at least at the grocery store, it's inconvenient because, like, especially if you're getting like your weekly groceries, because then your back's to the front of that
the other cars,
and then it's like it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that specific
aspect. I think, well, there's different types of reverse, but there's reverse parkers who like refuse to park in their home any way other than reverse, and then that's when they're really like, it's because it's so much easier to leave. Like, that's when they really double down on the it's so much easier to leave, and it's like, it's not hard to leave backwards. Like, I don't understand how you can park backwards with ease, but you can't leave backwards with ease. Leaving backwards is easier than parking backwards. So if that's hard, like...
Yeah, I think you just need to think you're just parking backwards into the street, and then instead of parking, you're just like, oh, actually, I'm just going to go forward and drive, you know?
You know, like, I've yet to hear a good argument. I've yet to hear a good argument. You're just annoying anyway.
But parallel parkers, y'all scare me. I can't do that shit.
Parallel parkers, you guys can talk a little shit.
You guys deserve, you deserve all the fucking.
But it also depends. It also depends. If you have a car that has the
bigger
a camera,
the
no. If your car has a rear camera, I'm not impressed. First of all, here's the other thing. If your car has a rear camera, I'm not impressed by your parallel parking or your fucking backwards into the space parking. Get a car without a fucking camera in the back, and then tell me you want to park backwards every single fucking time. Fuck you.
No, I'm still impressed. I feel like I couldn't parallel park with my car and it has a camera.
That's why. Don't do that face.
Anyways, yeah, and then that's my last hot take. But I
still drive a car that doesn't have any cameras anywhere.
Well, yeah, because your car's old as shit.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
I parked. Actually, I parked backwards in the space yesterday. It was weird, but I was like, I'm gonna face this way because the sun's facing that way, so then the car will be less hot when I get back in the car. I was like,
the only time I'll park backwards in my space, at least, is if the people in front of me, because like we have assigned parking, so if the person in front of me isn't there, then I'll go into their space and then just back it up like that. Like I can't. I used to be able to with like my old car because it was a smaller car, but then I got a bigger car. Or I haven't. Let me revert. Let me
Her
rephrase
bigger
that.
car has the camera.
It does have a camera. I haven't tried to do it just like normal street way. You know what I mean? But I don't need to be embarrassed like that. You know. Just kidding. I know. I think I
Because
could.
then
I
she'll
honestly do think I
overthink it,
could.
and then people will be watching her, and then she'll have
And
to
then
redo it,
and then
and
they'll
then
be like, "Look at this fucking idiot who can't park in fucking parallel or reverse, dummy. That's why she doesn't
loser,
like it when people insist on parking in reverse. It's because she can't." You know.
loser.
That's funny.
All right.
Anyways, I had a funny story to tell you that I want to tell you before we finish.
Okay, I have two little things.
Okay, well, I have one story. Okay, so me and my friend went out to the club. Whoop whoop. Okay, and it's his. It's been like historically, like, or not historically. It's happened frequently where, like, at work, people will confuse us. Me and my friend, like, don't look alike. I don't think. I've shown Oscar pictures,
They're
and
both
he says
pale brunette Mexicans.
we're both pale brunette Mexicans, but like face
They
shape,
don't look
eye
alike.
shape, lip shape, nose shape, like we don't look alike. We're just pale, like literally, like Oscar said, pale brunette Mexicans, right? And so we've talked about it before, and we're just like kind of suspicious, but like whatever, like you know what I mean? But it's not what racism does to you; it's what it can do for you. Okay, we went out. I forgot my ID. Okay, I forgot my wallet.
No.
Right? Yeah. And so we had originally gone out to eat, and then they're like, "Let's go hit this fucking bar or whatever." And we're like, "Okay." And so we went, and you can't go in without an ID. And they were like, "Oh, like so and so, she forgot it. Like I would swear she's older than 21. Like I promise, just let her in. She doesn't even drink, bro. Like she doesn't even drink. Like because I don't." And then the dude, but
They're
like the
put
bouncers,
the X's on
like,
we don't give a fuck.
but the bouncer, no, they won't let
Yeah.
you in, like X's or not.
Yeah.
But the bouncer's like, nah, like fucking no, like fuck all that bullshit. And the thing is, my friend had already like shown her ID, right? The one that people say we look alike. And so she's like talking to them, and like the three, it's so funny because I was with 3 other people, and the 3 of them are all like talking to like the bouncer, and I'm kind of behind my friend that people say we look alike, and I see her behind her back. She like, hold on, let me fucking, because she already showed the bouncer her ID, and he gave it back. And behind her back, we'll say this is the ID. Can you see this? She's like going
we
like
understand.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except she
did
didn't
so much. You could have just been like, she was waving it.
Look. She was going like this with the ID, and okay. Anyways, she went like that, right? And then I grabbed it, and then I snuck it in my purse, and then he kind of looked at me like, like if you don't have it, like I can't let you in. Like rules is rules. I was like, let me check one more time. And then I pretend to rummage through it. It's a small purse. There wasn't much rummaging I could do. But I rummaged anyways.
But you're like, I can appear to be a dumb girl. Fucking like.
Yeah. And I was like, so easy. Yeah. And then I pulled it out. I was like, oh my God, I do have it. And then my friends were like, my other 2 friends, they're like, oh my God, like good. And then I was like, here. But the thing is, they scan your ID. So we weren't sure if they scanned the ID just to make sure it's a real ID and that's all it'll tell you, or if it scans it and keeps track of like who's in there.
Yeah.
So we were like, there was a second where me and my friend were like, is this about to work? And the thing is, he looked at it and then scanned it right away, and then it beeped, and then he's like, okay, have fun. And then just completely fucking, but the thing is, he looked at hers, right, when it was her handing it to him, looked at the picture, looked at her face, scanned it. She gave me her exact ID, looked at it, looked at my face, looked at my actual face, scanned it, and was like, okay.
This is so cool. This is
right?
such a good story. Like,
right? And so we go in and we're like, oh, but the thing is, we were so slick with it because the other 2 friends didn't fucking
They
notice.
really thought it was your idea.
They really thought that I found it. And it wasn't until we were at the table where I was like, no, yeah, like.
You guys didn't notice that?
You didn't notice it? And then they were like, oh, no. And then, yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
That's amazing.
Right?
Okay, I have two things. These might take a little while, but it's okay. I think it's okay if we have like if our episodes are a little longer.
You're making it longer by explaining this.
Yeah, but I'm not talking like 3 hours long, but like 115, 120, you know.
4 hours. You're gonna watch this for the whole day.
So you know how? Okay. Hot takes are officially over. I just have other shit that I want to say. Hot takes are over. Okay.
Tell me.
You know that whole like trafficking thing where there's like $1 on the floor in the parking lot? I promise this is going in a lighthearted direction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like where it's like you don't pick it up. Fucking.
There's like $1. And leave. There's like $1 on the floor in the parking lot. I need you to explain that because I know it's a thing, but I don't even really know how it works.
Okay. So not necessarily just randomly. I mean, it could be just randomly on the parking lot, but like if you're driving, you're at the grocery store, right? And it's just your car and there's not really any other cars around. And there's happens to be $1 like right by like kind of your tire where the door is. It's a thing where it's like people will be like, ooh, $1? And they bend down to pick it up because like who doesn't want money, right? You bend down to pick it up. And then a kidnapper comes behind you and is while you're like crouched down getting your $1 thinking you're gonna have a great day, the sun is shining, I have extra money, psych bick, snatched, right?
Psych bick.
I know, I fucked up, bitch, but that's fine. Snatch, right?
And they snatch you up when you're getting the $1?
And they snatch you up while you're crouched down getting the $1 and like they'll be like, oh, and they shove you in their car and then they drive away and then no one ever sees you again and then your family is so sad.
Okay, you're telling this like it's too much of a joke. Like this is a real thing that happens.
And it's sad. It is a real thing.
Isn't there another thing?
Honestly, for real though, like I will never like if I see something on the if I see it's by there, I get in my car and fucking dip.
Yeah.
And I'll always have my
Here's the other thing. Isn't there another thing where they'll put shit like on your windshield wiper?
On the windshield? Yeah. Leave that there. Don't take it off. Like they could also like drug it. Like if
that's what I was gonna say. I thought it was a drug thing where like you get the thing do that too. And it has drugs and then you like pass out or some shit and then they snatch you up. Okay, that's what that was my understanding of the $1 thing, but I wanted you to explain.
If you see it there, you leave it there.
So the other day, I went to Costco, right? And then I left and I went to the gym. And then on my way to the gym, I noticed that there was a little fucking thing on my windshield wiper right in front of my face. And I was like, ugh, I fucking hate when people put shit on your car, like little fucking flyers or this or that or whatever. I don't give a fuck what you're promoting. Stop putting shit on my car, right? So then I kind of forgot that it was there. I went to the gym. I was coming back from the gym, right? Back into the parking lot. And I go to the car and I was like, let me get that shit from the windshield wiper. And then I got it. It was a coupon to Carl's Jr. And it was a free fucking cheeseburger. No purchase necessary. You just pay the taxes, right? And I was like, oh shit. Of all the things I could have gotten on my windshield, this is pretty fucking good. And then I was like, is someone trying to sex traffic me?
Am I that pretty? Like,
no, because then I thought about it for a second. I've never seen a coupon that had no purchase necessary. Like, I know it's a thing, but I've never seen it. And then I was like, hold on. I started getting suspicious because it was too nice, too good of a thing. And I started getting suspicious. And obviously, I had already left the Costco. But then I was like, wait, isn't there like a sex trafficking thing where like they'll drug it and they'll put like this and that? And then I fucking put it down right away. And I was like, ugh, get away from me.
I need to wash my hands.
And then I was like, damn, that's such a fat people thing. Like, to like tempt with a fucking.
If someone was trying to kidnap you, it would have worked. Like,
you know what
you were there, unsuspecting, fucking thinking that your day's gonna go great, just to get snatched.
And I was like,
oh my god.
I was like, wait, isn't that a thing? Should I be holding this right now? And I was like, ugh. And I just like threw it. But yeah, I thought about that, and I was like, damn, I wonder if they do that. Like instead of $1, they'll put like whatever. And I'm like, I wonder if like the food direction is like intentional. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was gonna say
that
also,
motherfucker looks like he'd be happy about this. You know what I mean? Like,
also, like depending on, I think where they put the coupon on, like they'll try to put it more in the middle so that you're like leaned over, and it's like, It's not just like snatch, throw, go.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyways.
I'll leave the flyer on, even if I'm driving, and then I'll turn my windshield wipers on, and hopefully it'll fuck off. And if it doesn't, then I'll just drive like that. But yeah, fucking Oscar. Is this what they get people? Like,
and I was like, am I being trafficked right now?
Am I?
And I was like, for a small second, I was like, am I about to pass out? Let me put this shit down.
You
know
like
what I mean?
learned, you felt like how girls felt for like a half a second, where it was like,
Anyways,
like, that's funny.
All right,
Well,
last
I'm
thing
glad
here.
that you weren't trafficked. I said that really wrong. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyways,
good job.
Last thing here. I saw this on the You Should Know podcast. The You Should Know podcast is kind of not an inspiration of this podcast, but more so like proof of concept for me, right? Shout out to You Should Know podcast. I got this question from there. But even then, Cam said that he saw the question somewhere else. So I don't feel bad. I'm going to ask you this question. Ready?
What's up?
If you and I are in public, right?
I don't like how this is starting already.
If a random stranger pointed at me and asked you, why is he like that? What would you say?
Oh fuck! Were you doing like? It depends. Like
that's it.
Like
they just walk up and they're like, "Why is he like that?"
Like we weren't doing anything. Like we were just walking in silence. Random stranger comes up. Why is he like that?
Well, no, you can't paint it that simply.
Like
there has to be a certain assumption that I'm just being me and you're just being you.
Okay.
We are just being
like,
us.
Why is he? Okay,
not necessarily
he's
fucking
why is he like that?
Sitting there quietly in a doctor's office. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I think you're already
I was gonna say
taking this too far and too serious. Like
I think I am. I think it's because the thing is, guys, I overthink everything. So I'm like, well, no, because it would depend on this and it would depend on that and it would depend on this. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to simplify it in my head. Yeah. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't know why he's like that if he's doing some shit, you know? But just kidding. But like I'm trying to think, because also I think their tone on how they say why is he like that, I'm assuming it's like a why is he like that? Like, is that how it's
no
I'm so confused. Okay. I'll give you options. If they're serious, like, why is he like that? I would probably just like look at them, then be like, anyways, and then like keep talking. Like, no, like I wouldn't, like I would look at them and then keep talking to you and be like, anyways, and like continue on with the conversation until we were further away. And then I'd be like, that
it's
fucking dumb
a
bitch.
genuine
like, you know what I mean?
It's a little more genuine of just like, yeah.
Why is he like that?
Or like
honestly,
why?
I feel like I would just be so confused. I feel like because I feel like it would just catch me so off guard. I feel like I would be like what? Like I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I'd be like what? You know? I think that's how I would react. Like if they were being a dick about it, I would just like ugly face, walk off, talk shit about them later. You know, genuine like confusion would be met with genuine confusion. Like, what do you mean? like what? And then we'd also walk off, and I'd also be like, what were they talking about? Like what? And then I'd probably start talking shit about you, and I would be like, yeah, I bet they were talking about like your shoes. Like, why does he? You know what I mean? And kind of start poking fun at you once we were away from the person. You know, but to the person's face, I feel like I would just be confused if they were genuine about it and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And that's my take. Did I fuck this up? I feel like I kind of fucked this up. Sorry. I overthink things sometimes, guys. And by sometimes, I mean all the time. Chronically. It's a problem. But, you know, we're dealing with it.
Are you fucking crashing out right now? Chill, bro.
Maybe. I haven't had breakfast yet, guys. I'm a little hangry.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's how it was supposed to go, but oh well.
Oh, okay. Well, now flip the question. If we were walking, conversing, talking, having a conversation, and then some random person came up to you and was like, why is she like that? What would you say?
She's fucking
I don't think you can use that word. I think that's a no-no word.
Here's the thing. I think this question is supposed to be more like what I did, in the sense of just kind of like shit on them a little bit, in a way. Like, why is he like that? Oh, he overthinks everything. And that's just the foolproof example. That's the foolproof explanation to whatever the fuck it is he's doing. You know what I mean? I think it's supposed to be more of that sort of like.
Okay, I get that. That's how. See, you took it in a joking manner. I took it in a serious. Like
I know.
I
Here's the thing.
inserted myself in the situation, and I was like,
Here's the thing.
"There's a tree there. There's a walkway here. There's a car going by there, and then there's that random bitch that's coming up to me asking me why you see like that. You know what I mean?
Here's
like,
the
and
thing.
Oscar was just like, "Why
I
like
thought
that?" Like,
I immediately this whole time I asked you the question. I didn't know how you were gonna answer, but your answer ended up being perfect because it contrasted with mine so well. And I just knew half of the time, half of why I was laughing that whole time was because I knew.
you knew
I was
what
like,
your
I'm
answer
not
was
even
gonna
gonna
be.
make her ask me. I'm just gonna wait because she's gonna ask. I know it's gonna come around. I know she's gonna ask. I know she's gonna fucking like be looking for my answer. And I was like, and then I'm just gonna say that.
Whatever. Whatever.
Or it's supposed to be some type of shit like, yo, why is she like that? Divorced parents. Like, just fucking, like, something. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's supposed to be more in that line.
Oh, it's more of like a trending TikTok kind of thing of like, why she like.
I don't know. I've only ever seen it on, I only ever saw it that one time on the You Should Know shit, but like,
yeah.
I think
Anyways,
that's more so the direction people
I think my answer was better because it actually had thought to it, you know? And I gave you options. And I also did talk shit eventually to the genuine one when we were away from the person.
Anyway. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm good.
Okay.
Do you have anything else?
No, I am good. I'm good. Oh, guys, when we finish this, I'm about to go cook myself some breakfast, some eggs, smoked sausage, little fucking potato cubes, and then from toast with butter. Oh, it's gonna be so good. But anyways, that's it for today's podcast. We will talk to you guys next time. Maybe we're not really talking to you, but like you can listen to us talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Oscar, wave bye.